Okay. Well, like you said, I mean, that's hearsay in the sense of I could have been jumping around in the sense of being totally oblivious to the fact. In my defense, because I am totally oblivious.
And in my defense,
I
did try.
Right.
You know.
But see, and then that's where, like you said, that gap wasn't closed. I mean, it wasn't.
I just don't want to feel like I'm going out of this house like I specifically betrayed you. Yes, I was on Brian's side.
Okay, then that's the sole purpose in the sense of, you know, and the other things were just freak of natures then. Okay. In occurrences, but I had them in my head as disrespectful because as far as I'm concerned, even if you would have won, which, dude, you were in the Final Four, end of story, I would have still made it a point to shake your hand and made it a point. Like, I would have made sure you would have got a handshake from me in the sense of respectful, like, dude, because, I mean, then the game is a twist, and you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and that's all it would have been.
Absolutely.
And if I'm sorry, but if I'm taking a nap and this, that, and the other thing, I would have still, knowing myself, I would have made it a point to be like, even if I was in here for 5 minutes, I've been like, dude, sweet, you got all your Red Bulls, have a good one. Excuse me, I've been tired, and you could have explained your situation, but you didn't even give me that. I didn't know. You say that everything's hearsay and da-da-da-da. I was hearing what was going on with you through the grapevine again. You could have just as well came up here and been like, oh, dude, sweet pictures, I'm having a really hard time right now, da-da-da-da-da.
You're right. I also felt like you had shut me down in the backyard. So I wasn't like that apt to come up and be really friendly.
That's what I'm saying. But it's still respectful. I mean, it's still sportsmanship in the sense of I know that I would, if the worst person scenario, if Rennie would have won, I would have still said, Rennie, for obvious reasons, I'm totally not stupid. Congratulations, and we'll see how this goes. I'm still going to fight my ass off for that POV. You see what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Like, I shut up, clammed up, in the sense of that next morning after all that shit happened and I got nominated, everybody's like, oh, Jesse's moping around, he's the Unabomber. No, I still didn't get any sleep. When, like, obviously food, sleep is important to myself. You see what I mean? And you know that because of the way I've told you. And when somebody else, you know, takes that away from me that I can't control, I can control a POV competition because I'm in it. I can't control other people unless I come into that room and say, shut up, da, 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 da. And then now I'm the asshole, and I can sleep with Ali snoring his ass off within an arm length away. I can sleep through that. I can't sleep through Rennie screaming, Keisha laughing. Like, Keisha laughing woke me up after I was asleep, dead asleep for 2.5 hours, and I can sleep right next to Ali. And he's supposedly the loudest snorer. You've heard how many times I've been yelled at. I've slept right through it. Right. That's how I sleep. And when somebody can actually break that down, like, I'm like, okay. So I stood up for myself, and then I got punished for standing up for myself. And I'm like, all right. Well, and I can't change Rennie's actions, so I'm like, the only thing I can do, because it's way too early in the game for anybody to stick their neck out, so I don't expect nothing from nobody, and I ain't going to trust somebody because I'm going to get, you know, ridiculed for my physique. And physiques don't matter. Look, Michelle just won that because she had the patience, and I'm sure you were just like, I'm just going to wait it out. Because my plan and that POV was just wait it out, everybody's going to dig it, but then I'm like, oh, I know this one, ding, up, and it's over.
Exactly what I did.
I got greedy. End of story. Exactly. And it was that easy. Michelle had to just wait it out, and that's all she did, and she won. Strategically, she won. And that was my strategic. It took over me. I just got taken.